Recently, I found this extension for Visual Studio Code called AutoType, and really the purpose of it is for live coding, like to make sure that you can automate live coding. So if you check out this GIF down here, there's like a script that you can write, and then it'll basically automatically code like this. And if you check out the GitHub repository, it hasn't been updated in a couple years. So I went ahead and I forked it. I created a new extension, added a little logo to it, and this is something that I'll be working on, adding a couple features to it. But I wanted to give you a look at this so you can see, and here's kind of the script file, and I'll be looking more at this in a second and show you actually how it works. But I wanted to give you a look at this because this is super helpful for making tutorial videos, and especially with some of the features that I'll be adding to it shortly. But a lot of times for making tutorials or YouTube videos like this, when you're live coding, you have to like know exactly what you're going to say and type, unless you're really good at talking and typing at the same time. It's like you kind of have to do one or the other. And so it's going to be like const my variable. And a lot of times like you'll make typos, mess up and stuff. And then you have to like kind of think what it's going to be. And it could be like some string. Anyway, unless you've practiced a ton and like done it over and over and over again, or you're really good at typing and talking at the same time, or if you do a lot of video editing, like you kind of have to do one of those things in order to do a YouTube tutorial. And I don't love doing any of those things. Like editing's fine, video editing is fine. I'm not great at talking and typing at the same time. Obviously, if I had that skill, like this wouldn't be an issue. And I don't really love like practicing my coding like the same thing over and over and over again. That's kind of the whole point of writing code, is that you don't have to repeat stuff so much. And so that's where this extension comes in, is it kind of enables you to break free from that. And so hopefully this will, and I'll show you in a second, but hopefully this will allow myself and other people to make video tutorials a lot easier. And kind of the motivation for this is I've been doing some blog posts for the LogRocket blog. So this one is D3 data visualization to create a calendar app. I've done a couple of D3 videos. I did a video for this one. I also did a video about making a map and plotting points on a map. So if you want to check those out, those are on my channel. And then one that I'm doing coming up is creating a Node CLI. So keep your eyes out for this one. There's going to be a video on this soon. And then also a post on the LogRocket blog. So now I can give you a look at how this works. This is a little sneak peek at the Node CLI tutorial that I was talking about. So if you press Command-Shift-P, and because I have AutoCode installed, it's going to have this play code script option. And I've given it this keyboard shortcut, but I can just go ahead and click this, and it's going to start playing the first script that I've created. So as long as I stay in this file, again, I'm not touching the keyboard right now or typing. It's just doing this for me, so I don't have to really do any typing and talking at the same time, which is nice. As you can see, it went pretty fast. So one thing that I'm going to be working on is adding a preference and a setting to how fast the typing is, or how long it takes to execute a certain code script. So in this actual code script file, you have your file name at the top, and there are a few things you can specify up here. If you wanted to specify the line where your actual scripting is going to start, you can specify it as line 1. It defaults to line 1 anyway, so you don't really need to do that. You could also specify the column, like if you wanted to start in the middle of one of these columns, then you could do that. And then there are a few other things, but you'll just have to check out the README for that. But yeah, the kind of one of the important parts of this is these Unicode characters. So this is like pressing up arrow or down arrow, or you can go to the end of the line or the beginning of the line. And then you can also delete. There are a couple more that I want to add, like deleting a line, or a few others that might be helpful that you kind of do while I'm typically editing code. So a couple of features I want to add there that you can be on the lookout for. But again, you can see these arrows, so a couple up arrows and then a couple down arrows here. So check out as I play this how that's going to shake out in this script. So it's just typing that code, adding some dependencies. Again, this goes pretty fast, so having the option to change the speed would be great. You can see how it jumped down some lines there. Mostly it's typing, but it does pay attention to those Unicode characters I mentioned. And just like that, the script is almost over. There you go. So that's how this extension works, AutoCode. Again, be on the lookout for this Node CLI video that I mentioned if you're interested in that coming up. Make sure to subscribe if you are interested in that. And then also, be on the lookout for changes to this extension. Give it a try if you want. Just search for AutoCode. It's not at the top at this moment. AutoCoder. Let's see. What is it named? AutoCoder. Yeah, you can see it. It's not quite at the top right now, but that's all right. Working on it. It's definitely in alpha stages, but lots more features to come. Hopefully this is interesting and it'll be helpful. And you'll see lots more out of this in the future. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next video.